Alright, spawning at the top left position as the white Zerg, we do have Trutacz.
Then in the bottom right position as the purple Terran, we do have kogeT, who just came out of a really weird game 2 of a series against Gorinich, where he went mech. It was kind of cool.
Yeah,
it was on Arcadia.
I saw the end of I was actually watching the end of the game on your stream. I had it like in a small window on my stream. I was kind of like armchair viewing slash like semi-commentating at the same time. It was pretty fun.
It was a very strange game. Like, I've not seen a game like that in a long time. In terms of TVZ. Like, going straight mech is good on Arcadia, but that was just madness.
But by the way, why do you call him kogeT? I was like talking to my chat about this. Is it not kogeT?
I don't know. I thought it was kogeT though, because when you look at his name, the P is capitalized.
True.
So that's the only thing I could think of.
Everyone in the chat's like, dude, it's kogeT. It's kogeT.
Okay, kogeT works. Like I did actually. I was asking people in my chat earlier, like how is it said, and no one actually knew. So there we go. kogeT works. It's easier to say as well.
Dude, we just need kogeT to win the tournament. We can do like a winner's interview and ask him how to say his name.
That's a DQ. There we go. Easy win for Trutacz.
Easy.
No PP. I must admit that I don't know what your experience has been, but I have seen 5 or 6 games today where the people didn't GG.
Yes, dude, what is up with that? Like, and Tresha was constantly trash talking everybody when I casted him. Holy.
Yeah, I casted him versus Trutacz, and Tresha actually won the first time.
Yeah.
And basically, he was just BMing him the whole time.
See,
it's like, what are you doing?
See, they played again in the losers bracket at best of 5, and they played 4 games, and it was just BM every single time. But what was more surprising to me was in Zero versus Predator, 2 of the games ended with no GG as well. And I was like, what? That was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, the last game there between kogeT and Gorinich ended with no GG. I think Eon Zerg didn't GG in one of his games. He just said G. And then in the final one, he wrote G, waited about like 10 seconds, and put G again, and like...
Oh,
so,
man.
Yeah, there's been some weird things going on today.
Dude, it's all because we let Shiny play in Cash for Char, and now everybody wants to be Shiny.
Yeah, I played against a Terran on ladder yesterday who was beating the hell out of me in ZvT.
I was there.
And I lost. I lost twice, and I was like, oh no, I don't want to lose to this guy. And it was just like, you know what, I concede, you win.
Oh god. That was very sad days. Anyway, looks like I got a standard 1 Rax expand here from kogeT, and not sure what it should presumably is a 3-hatch build from Trutacz, but I don't see the 3rd hatch yet.
Yeah, I think he's gonna probably send this last drone back. Yeah, there we go. The 3rd hatch is now going up. Is kogeT going to go for early gas? 3 games today, he's gone for a gas opening, but it looks like rather than that, he's actually just gonna go straight into a 1 Rax expand. I'm surprised at how quickly he's built the bunker, really. I mean, there is the early spawning pool, but there's not actually that many legs, so maybe there's a bit of an overreaction, but it will keep him safe, so...
Yeah, I mean, I guess you need the bunker eventually, so it's not wasted too much. Looks like one certainly actually hold position on the ramp for Trutacz to block this SCV. I mean, there's nothing crazy going on yet, but we'll see if that means he's gonna try and do something sneaky like a lurker opening or something like that. I don't think I've ever seen Trutacz do a lurker opening ZvT though. He has really good micro.
Yeah, the one thing as well, Trutacz has done something really clever here because kogeT doesn't actually know if he's got a 3rd hatch or not.
Yeah.
So that's probably the most important thing. kogeT is going for his weird version of the +1 5 racks at the moment. kogeT doesn't seem to use Flash's timings. It's all a little bit weird. He seems to have his own version where he builds the academy at the right time, the engineering bay at the right time, but he sort of adds things in weird orders, so I don't know if he just feels a little bit more comfortable playing the way he normally plays, but kind of interesting to note. I've seen him do it about 3 times today, so it's been pretty crazy for me. There's been lots of Terran to cast.
I know, I was thinking that. I actually thought not for you as a Terran at first. I was like, oh my god, Kix is gonna love the TvT. But then all my chat was telling me I was really dumb, and he was actually Zerg. But hey, we still got a Terran here. We're pretty far in the tournament.
Yeah,
So...
kogeT doing pretty well. Obviously, Boneth has been waiting in the grand finals for quite a while, but we're now heading up towards the loser final. Is this the loser? No, the loser final has Eonzerg waiting in it.
Yep.
So,
I guess this
is he going to be able to get up? He does. He gets up and he sees the spot. Wait.
Dan.
Did he see the spire? Or Dan? I don't think he actually saw it with the CV, but he will do now, maybe.
He must have. I mean, he definitely was in range of that. So I mean, he can just click on his minimap later on and see it. And oh my god, we got pauses everywhere.
Everyone's pausing. That's it. It's all good. They've been really quick pauses as well. It's really strange.
Yeah, for sure. All right, looks like some more barracks being added on. Dude, it reminds me of Makami when you wanted to play him. He's like, wait, I got a little infant here. I gotta take care of. It's like, oh, yeah. All right. So I got some speedlings coming down. Gonna poke things a little bit.
Yeah, the interesting thing is kogeT has actually added the depot in front of the bunker. Interestingly, kogeT could have actually lost the first game against Gorinich there, but Gorinich actually went up to like 30 speedlings and didn't attack versus 6 marines. He didn't have a bunker either, so that would have been interesting. Maybe that's why he's gone for the bunker this time. What did the scans catch? I didn't actually see what the scans were looking for, but I think we're actually going to see that lurker opening that you said you've never seen Trutacz do.
I don't think I have. Have you ever seen Trutacz do lurker openings? I mean...
I can't think so, but I've not really seen him do too many ZvTs, so he's usually playing ZvT or ZvP whenever I see him, so...
Yeah. It's interesting, because I think the other day, I saw Eonzerg do it for the first time as well on stream, which I think that was the game where he, like, proxy expanded his third base against kogeT or something. So, yeah, I wonder if this is, like, a new thing Zergs are trying out, you know, given how insanely strong +1 5-Rex is, maybe it's time to start trying some lurker openings, mix it up a little bit, and backstab!
Yeah, the Marines weren't actually in the bunker either, and now they get in the bunker, the Lynx can actually get straight into the main, and they're going to be able to do so much damage. Maybe not.
Oh, gonna kill some more Marines. I mean, keeping the Marine count low is great here, but this move out, is he going to have the lurkers in time? Where are the lurkers? The lurkers, oh, they were morphing on the bottom side. They're on the wrong side of the map.
He doesn't have enough Marines here to actually deal with all the Zerglings. They're going to kill absolutely everything, I think. Or maybe not. Apparently medics are pretty strong, and they were in the tree, so maybe he got some mischance there.
Kix, you forgot the most important fact of Brood War, which is Tesagi. So, kogeT just murders all the Zerglings. The lurkers were not there, but the lurkers are now in position. They're going into the natural. There's no turret yet. There's a second bunker on the way. He tries to snipe one of them, but kogeT could be in a little bit of trouble here.
The one good thing for him is he's not wasted his scans in his main command center. If he had no scans here, he would literally just die. There would be nothing he could do against this. But I think this counterattack's gonna do so much.
Oh man, it looks like lurker's going into the natural. The bunker is going to fall. The Marines as well, but there's the counterattack, as you said. No sunken colonies.
Yeah, I know, this is crazy. He does. Oh my god, he's morphed the lurker on the ramp. That's going to stop it. The lurkers are going to move in. They've killed most of the SCVs already. kogeT actually building a bunker at the top of his ramp. These lurkers actually scanning the lurkers. The lurkers are going to fall back. And it looks like both players are actually going to lose their natural bases. But no! 2 lurkers do morph in Trutacz's main. And that kills all of the remaining Marines. So Trutacz is going to be perfectly fine now. kogeT forced to lift his CC.
Dude, this Marine though in the back of the natural, this Marine, 8 kills, he's still alive. Oh, tried so hard. Dude, that was a sick ramp block there by Trutacz. That was so lucky too. The Hydra popped right from that hatchery at the top of the ramp. I wonder if that's actually partly why that hatchery is there as well, to get the super fast, you know, reinforcement onto the ramp just in case that happens. That could be a really cool little micro optimization there in the build. And meanwhile, these lurkers, like, he's got to wait for the siege mode to finish to actually bust down his own ramp.
Yeah, and realistically, he's going to have to wait for vessels as well. He's not going to have enough scans to get down his ramp if Trutacz is clever about this. One thing that kogeT actually has been doing in his previous games in this tournament is he doesn't get enough vessels in ZvT or TvZ even Oh, but that was a missed move by Trutacz there. He shouldn't really push too far forward with those lurkers.
Yeah, but this is this is so annoying. And oh man, well I mean I guess at least the Zerg is still on 2 bases as well. We can just see the third going up now with the top right. He has his hive on the way though. Man, that hive is gonna be ready. That hive is maybe almost gonna be done by the time Terran can even retake his natural. That's gonna be really, really painful for kogeT. But here we go, he's moving down the ramp. There's only 2 lurkers there, and there's the scan, gonna take down these 2 lurkers, and he's back in control of the natural, even gonna get a free overload for his troubles.
Yeah, so kogeT playing nice and calm there, didn't overreact. He has gone into his tanks. He's a big fan, from what I've seen today, of going just lots of tanks with Bio. Now adding his first vessel on as well. I don't see a radiate. It's probably already researched, actually. But it looks like Trutacz is just going to leave a load of lurkers smack bang in the middle of the map, expecting that kogeT will just, like, A-move across the map or something. I wonder if they're stop lurkers, actually.
That would be good, but it doesn't seem like kogeT's gonna move out without his... Wait a minute. He made a vessel, or sorry, he made a dropship before his vessel, which means if he does want to wait for his vessel, it's gonna take even longer to move out, and that could be effective. I can see 1 Marine heading to the top right, 1 SCV heading to the bottom left, gonna check where the third base is, wants to keep his scans up and ready for the time being until at least his vessel comes out. Meanwhile, Defiler Mount and Spire going up in the base of Trutacz, and it looks like 1 Marine is gonna get killed. But seeing that lurker there, kogeT should know the bases at the top right.
Yeah, the drop is now moving across the left side of the map. Another scan does go down on that top right base just to make sure the hatchery is definitely there. And he did scan just before, so he saw the hive. He didn't see the Defiler Mound at the time, but he saw the Spire. So kogeT knows that he can actually move in with this drop, and there's no real anti-air to speak of. Just going to pick up the Marine, actually loses a Marine. A bit of a mismicro there, and he's just going to be able to fly away freely.
Yes, indeed. 1 random SCV heading to the top right again for some reason, or I guess it's just... Oh, maybe because he wants to move out along the bottom or the middle and wants to make sure there's no backstab counter or something along the right side. That's an interesting little position for that SCV. I just assume that's for vision. Meanwhile, actually, Irradiate looks like it's still just now researching in the science facility. I don't think he actually got it yet. So he has the vessel for the detection, but no Irradiates. And looks like the drop going to the top right. Can't do anything. Lurker's just camping on underneath it.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. He unburrowed as soon as the dropship got there, and he's just been following around. He needs to actually load back up. Yeah, that entire drop would have died there to that 1 lurker if he wasn't paying attention. But look at how many lurkers Trutacz just has everywhere. He's got a load in the middle of the map, and he's actually got 4 in his main to defend against any possible drops. Another scan does go down, checking that. I believe that was actually checking the top middle base, just to make sure he could unload his drop there to heal the Marines. And he will pick that back up and go back over to the top right.
He walked around the lurkers. He walked up the right side. The SCV was just checking to see if there's anything there. He walked completely around, but that means these lurkers could go for the insane flank. There's 3 Defilers though. He's got to be careful not to lose the Defilers. The Defilers are out, but actually Trutacz could be in a bit of trouble. There's no Sunkens here. He needs those lurkers back. He's got 6 lurkers in the middle of the map, and he's not using them. They're the lurkers that natural do burrow, and it looks like Consume. Did it finish? No! He's irradiated. Defiler Consume finishes, but the one that was eating stuff actually died. He needs the Dark Swarm. Where's the Dark Swarm? And he's needing something. He ate a Defiler. Can he get something? No! The Defiler that consumed ran out of energy! Trutacz cannot get the swarm! He had 3 Defilers and all of them were killed while they were consuming.
Trutacz has only just realized about the lurkers in the back as well, and kogeT will actually take that game.
Oh my god. And he will be spawning here at the bottom right, as the White Terran up 1-0 in the series.
And then over in the bottom left, we do in fact have Trutacz, the blue Zerg.
Oh man, alright. That was an interesting game, and man, that game feels to me like Trutacz isn't super familiar with the lurker opening. I don't know, I guess maybe he was trying to throw a curveball to kogeT, because I imagine these guys probably practice together a lot as well. So it could be something else going on there, you know, under the hood. But I guess we'll see what Trutacz decides to go for in this game.
Now, one thing that will be interesting to me, kogeT, when he's been up in series so far, apart from that previous series, he's gotten 2-port Wraith, so it'll be interesting to see if he does that again against Trutacz.
Yeah, well, it'd be very cool to see. I mean, it's quite interesting. It feels like I feel like I always see 2-port Wraith when the Terran is kind of significantly better than the Zerg, you know, if it's like like scan playing somebody or Shiny I think went 2-port a few times, but not in many other cases.
It's the trouble is, against a good Zerg it's hard to pull off, but as long as your Wraith micro is good enough, you can still do it. I think he needs to be confident. It's whether or not how confident he feels against Trutacz in this series will probably dictate what build he goes for. It'll be interesting to see if he's going to take gas though, or if he will just go in for a 1 Rax expand again. I mean, the gas isn't built yet, so looks like he's just going to go and build a 1 Rax expand, to be honest.
Yes, indeed. And he's going to be facing a 12 hatch with a cross-map drone scout. But it's not going to see anything, obviously. Trutacz will, unfortunately for him, scout his opponent last, with his Overlord going to the top left. Meanwhile, SCV, though, is going to scout Trutacz first, so he's going to know exactly what's going on. I mean, there's not that much interesting happening here. Oh, wait. Trutacz very greedy. 12 hatch, 13 pool. He built 2 extra drones before the pool. Huh.
I mean, Trutacz may be showing, even though he is behind in the series, he probably feels a little bit more confident. As you said, they do practice a lot together, so it could be that they just know what each other's going to do without actually needing to look. kogeT hasn't really shown off that he's very aggressive with Marines early on so far in this entire tournament, and I imagine that's a pretty big constant across all of his games, so
yeah.
Trutacz should be fairly safe, actually not building any lings, getting a later spawning pool, just getting extra drones, just to be in a better position, actually opting for the 3rd hatch as well, super quickly.
And looks like SCV is going to see everything. Looks like he's going for a 2 Rax Academy build this time, rather than for the faster +1. So going to mix it up a little bit, but I mean the general idea is kind of similar anyway. I guess actually, do you think 2 Rax Acad is better against Lurker opening, since you can get the faster siege tank maybe? And the faster vessel,
I think it depends on the map. I mean, with 2 Rax Academy, you will often see the vessel a little bit quicker, but as we've seen in this series so far, kogeT doesn't seem to like getting a super quick vessel anyway, so I'm not sure what difference that'll actually make. And against meter openings, it's ever so slightly less powerful, so I mean, he's going to see the 3rd hatch, so it'll be interesting to see what Trutacz does from here.
Yeah. Well, I guess he's got complete vision to do anything. Man, did Trutacz not even build 2 Zerglings? Oh my god, so not only going for the 13 pool, but being super greedy here. I didn't even realize that was what's happening. On the other side, we do see the Academy going up. At least kogeT didn't build a bunker, so, you know,
yeah, he knows not to build a bunker. His SCV has stayed alive quite a long time. He does see the lair timing, which is super important in PvZ. And kogeT's actually really good at keeping his SCV alive. Like, he spam clicks it around a hell of a lot, but he still macros at home, so that's quite impressive.
Yes, indeed. And looks like Trutacz is trying to split off some Zerglings to kill this thing. I mean, he really needs to kill it now, because now, if the SCV lives a little bit longer, it's, you know, it's not possible for him to go Lurkers anymore. At least
he's gonna kill itself. There we go.
Yeah. But I think having not seen a den yet, he can probably just go ahead and assume that it's Spire. Because normally the den, of course, would be built at roughly halfway completion on the lair in order to get those finished at the same time. And meanwhile, looks like Stim on the way, and Engineering Bay on the way. A few Marines are walking down. Oh my god, they're actually going to walk past everything. There is a Zergling, though, that's going to spot them.
There is a Zergling in the way. Yeah, and these Zerglings are actually going to come in behind, and they're going to be able to do a little bit of counterattack, and there is 2 Firebats, but they may be able to take down some SCVs if he micros it well enough. But no, he does actually choose to turn around, knowing that there is a small Medic Marine force moving out on the bottom of the map. And Trutacz, not making the same mistake twice, actually does have Sunken Colonies this time, so he should be in a bit of a better position to defend. There's only 2 medics, so these 2 Sunken should be able to clean up most of the bio here.
Could be close if he wants to go for it. The second Sunken's not finished. He's going to go for it. There's a Stim. He's going in. He leads with the medic to tank shots, but now he moves back. He realizes the Lings are there, and he made a bit of a mistake, but it looks like nice microing back from kogeT. Look at this. Not a single Marine fell there. Wow.
Yeah, he split those really well. The Lings didn't actually get a surround on anything. They were all around them, but they were all attacking one Marine at a time, so really well played by him. What's he scanned? I misclicked, so I don't see, but he did scan the main. He sees the hatchery and he sees the spire coming up, so he knows exactly what's going to happen. He needs to get some turrets, at least 2 at his main, 2 at his natural, and 1 at his barracks, and he should be in a really good position.
Oh, nice control here from Trutacz, abusing kogeT's slight misposition on those Marines, picking off the 2 stragglers, so getting at least something with his lings, and otherwise, just gonna chill for the mutas. As you said, turrets coming up in good time, and we're just gonna have to wait now. Oh, a lot of lings though, running around the middle of the map. He could come in for like a big muta-ling bust on the front, or just like a pre-muta timing to try and kill some turrets. Where's he going? Is he just clearing scouts or something?
Yeah, it's almost like he's going to check for hidden bases. I'm somewhat surprised by this. Maybe he wants to just check there's no Marines anywhere. The only trouble is he's going to find that if he does go in with these lings, there is actually fire bats in the bunker, so he needs to be very careful about where he goes. kogeT's actually building a hell of a lot more turrets than you'd normally expect against 3 Hatch Muta. He has 3 in his natural, and he's just built a 4th one in his main. I mean, they are in a good position. It looks like he's trying to scan the natural just to see what's coming out of the hatcheries, see if there's any increase in the drone count. Doesn't see it, so he's probably going to have to defend against something, at least.
Yeah, and interestingly, Trutach's muta timing seemed a bit wonky. He came out with just the first 5, and has now gone up to 10. I guess that's because he made so many lings that actually caused that, and now he's going in. Let's see how good the micro is going to be against all these turrets, and a lot of Marines chilling in the main base. As you said, kogeT does not want to mess around with Trutach's mutas. I mean, I would definitely be scared of Trutach's mutas as well, so I cannot blame him. Looks like Trutacz, though, finding the one little angle where he can actually free hit on this barracks. I mean, sure, it'll take him a long time to take this barracks down, but the glaive worms might give him some damage on the Marines, and, you know, he can't really attack very well at any other angle, so might as well do what he can.
Yeah, and meanwhile, while this is going on, he's taking the top left base, putting a hatchery up there, and he still has plenty of lings outside the front just to get ready to possibly go in for some kind of counterattack. kogeT actually just does scan that top left as well at the perfect time, and now this is going to prompt him to move across the map.
Oh, Muta's coming in though. They're actually getting the barracks down to half HP. 2 starports on the way, but a big engage. Ooh. Looks like
That's
1 Muta fell.
The best engage he could have got in the fact he got a medic and he got a firebat, and that'll make his Zerglings a little bit stronger. But there are just there is so much bio just moving out onto the middle of the map now. Trutacz really needs to move these lings back or they're all gonna die.
Nice reaction time there though, wasting a stim from the Terran player, running away. Oh my god, there might be stop lurkers in the middle of the map, but they burrowed quite close. I don't know if kogeT actually heard that. You do get audio cues, I think, even if things are slightly out of your vision. But he's moving in. He's gonna get baited in by the Zerglings. Ah, Shibal, it's a little bit too high for the optimal position, but he's gonna commit, and I think he's gonna clean up this force. Yes, he is. Nice trap there by Trutacz.
Yeah, and it looks like he's just scanned now and seen the lurkers, but when he scanned, he'd already lost most of his units. So it almost feels like a waste of energy. I guess he just really needs to check the actual amount of lurkers there on the middle of the map. And look at this, Trutacz not waiting around, actually going to send a lot of lurkers up to defend the top left of the map. And once again, Trutacz is just getting a hell of a lot of lurkers again, much like he did last time.
Yeah, this is quite a few lurkers, but I mean, he's still getting his hive anyway, so it's not like he's delaying his tech or anything. And it looks like now leaving his mutas at home in the main just to defend against any potential dropship shenanigans coming out for kogeT. So kogeT now in a very awkward position. The first attack completely smashed. He's got 2 ports building vessels now, at least. He's going to have a couple of science vessels coming out. He might build a couple of dropships even, although we know that might go badly for him with all these mutas waiting around. And now going up to 6 barracks as well. So, yeah, I mean, at this point, Terran really wants to be putting on pressure, you know, out on the map with the bio, but he's still just stuck at his natural, and now the muta's coming in again.
Yeah, kogeT's in a pretty awkward position. He does get an incredible hit on both those mutas. They're taking them both down, but kogeT's in a position where he can't really push across the map. He has no map control. He can't mech switch from here. Like, he needs to try and get the top right side of the map and put at least a little bit of pressure on the Zerg to stop them droning up. But he just doesn't have the units after that first Bioforce failed.
Yes, indeed. Man, that is so many lurkers. Are there more? There's 3 lurkers also still in the way here. Still could be stop lurkers in the middle of the map. kogeT, though, has the vessels now, so it's probably not going to work any longer. And I see an SCV coming out. It looks like he's actually thinking about taking the 3 o'clock base, interestingly. Not going for his mineral only. There's 1 Zergling blocking that. But he could potentially build it slightly to the left, just a bit out of vision if he actually sees this with the SCV, although it looks like might not. He's actually just chilling there.
Yeah, he just about sees it, I think. Okay. Yeah, he does. It's just in his vision. But I don't think Trutacz sees the SCV, so... I mean, he's going to move out. His vessels are in the wrong position, though. Here we go. We see a huge sim. He's going to push in against these lurkers.
And there is the first irradiate on the lurkers. Looks like... I thought some Scourge were coming from the bottom. It's actually a random patrolling Ling at the bottom of Trutach's base, or just outside it. Meanwhile, it looks like 3 Vultures, though, running to the top left. But Mutas to intercept here. Very nicely done by Trutacz. I'm not sure when he actually saw these moving out, but he does intercept them, and oh man, the lurkers at the top just completely deny him.
And he actually saves his drone as well, so he's going to get this 4th base right away. kogeT actually threw down a load more scans again just to see these defilers. Where is his... Okay, so one thing about kogeT is he always has his vessels in really weird places. Like, his vessels are actually completely away from both of his armies right now. They're completely vulnerable to Scourge.
Oh man,
so he needs to be very careful.
Muta blocking the 3rd. He might get irradiated, but he's killed the Marines, he's killed the SCV. There's the irradiated, but it's so easy to split that out because they weren't even stacked. And the thing I don't understand is why kogeT has a 30 supply advantage and is just kind of being so defensive. Like, now he's finally moving out with all his dudes. But now the top right command center also, I think he got denied by a Zergling, and it's probably going to be forced to cancel. I don't think the Marines can actually run up there fast enough. He needs to cancel
he's
it.
Actually turning around.
He doesn't cancel it, Kix. He lost the 400 minerals.
He's still sending some units up there, but it's a little bit too late. He's actually sending another SCV as well, another 2 SCVs. He's just going to try and mass expand, I think. I mean, he does now have map control for the most part. There are overlords just sort of sitting around the map, but look at this. 8, I think that's 8. Yeah, 8 Scourge just flying around the top side of the map, trying to get what they can, but look at this double dropship as well. So kogeT needs to be careful. And so does Trutacz. In fact, I'm going to see Trutacz.
kogeT is stimming a lot though in the middle of the map. I feel like he's wasting a good amount of his medic energy. Looks like some irradiates happening here. Double drop going in. There's the first Dark Swarm. The Marines need to move back. The vessels are gonna get scourged. Oh my god.
So did the dropships without even dropping a single unit as well. So huge losses there by kogeT.
Wow, he went from being like 30 supply ahead to being almost even supply with Trutacz. That was a horrible position. By the way, these 3 mutas at the 3 o'clock can potentially even turn into Guardians at some later point in the game. Looks like he's seeing more lurkers running up. Lurkers running up towards the top right bases. Random lurkers even still in the middle of the map. The command center at the top right is almost done, but that could get denied fairly easily if a couple of lurkers head up there.
Oh, these 2 lurkers need to be very careful. Looks like he does finally realize they're there and will pull them back. Oh
Wait,
my god!
What the?
Lurkers at neutral. They're not burrowing. They're cadenza lurkers. There we go.
Oh my god. And the move commands Marines to, in order to trap them, not just attack moving into them. Nicely played by kogeT. Gets 5 free lurkers. That is a big win for the Terran player there. But, you know, Hive Tech is done. There's Defilers out. Ultralisk Cavern has completed as well. And I think kogeT, you know, he's not quite in the best position here, but he's moving to the top left to do a little bit of pressure again. Are we going to see a Plague? Plague.
One benefit that one benefit that kogeT has is he's actually been keeping up with his upgrades. 2-2 is done. 3-3 is not researching. But with 2-2 against no upgrades whatsoever from the Zerg, he could be in a good position, but he needs to move these medics away from the Marines, as the Plague Marines are just wasting all the energy. But this is why SK Terran late game is kind of hard to play against Zerg.
Oh man, he's running through!
Swarms.
He's running through the swarms. He's trying to do the run-by, the Marine run-by. There's a counterattack at the 3 o'clock position as well. It looks like 1-1 actually just finished for the Zerg as well against the 2-2, as you said. But it looks like he might kill so many drones. The top left base is vulnerable, but there's lurkers at the 3 o'clock killing this command center as well. Can he kill all the drones? Firemat's running in. He's going to go for a drone barbecue. The drone barbecue, no, he's going to go after the Defiler. He goes for the Defiler. The drones are dying. The Ultralisk is there with the +3 carapace, and the Ultralisk might save the day here.
Oh my god, all those drones just transferred through a fire bat. That could have been really bad. but looks like he's going to pull back his Marines. He has a little nice medic wall, stopping the Lings from actually getting in there, being a lot more cost efficient than humanly possible for the most part. Looks like he hasn't got the top right really mining. Another Ultralisk actually runs in on its own. The Ultralisks do have their armor upgrade, and there's
a battle cruiser!
SCVs.
Kix, look at the Zerg Natural. There's a battle cruiser in the Zerg's Natural. What the hell?
Oh man.
There's a freaking battle cruiser in this game. The 3 o'clock base is gonna die to a freaking lurker. GG! Alright, at the right side position is the blue Terran. Here on Python, we have kogeT.
Then down here in the bottom middle, we do in fact have Trutacz, the purple Zerg.
Freaking Python, Kix. Freaking Python.
Yeah, Python is a crazy game to go to in a third game of a set, really. But kogeT must have something planned for here. I mean, you can get the cool island base. Terran, that's cool. Good old island bases.
I mean, given that they're close ground positions, though, I feel like this could be just a really fast, bloody game. And well, I guess it'll be interesting. Man, it's gonna. I don't actually know who I want to see face Eon Zerg either in the next round, because I feel like I want to see a Terran go far. Right? I want to see another TV's. Wait, is he 8-raxing? Oh god, middle of the map 8-rax. Here we go.
Oh, that's kind of crazy considering how little space you have in the middle to build the 8-racks. I mean, he's building that in such a weird position. It's actually, I think that's actually further away from Trutouch's main than his actual main is. At least it looks like it anyway.
Oh,
and the other problem with 8-raxing this far out in the map is you have no backup plan. You don't have a wall. If he scouts this, I think kogeT's going to have to GG pretty much, unless there is a chance he'll be able to do something. But is Trutacz going to go for a 12 hatchery, or are we going to see a 12 pool?
There's no way it's a 12 pool, is there? It is! I can't believe it! I cast a curse did it down to the second, man. Wait, 12? Wait, why would you 12 pool in ZvT though?
Maybe he thinks that he's going to be cheesed. I guess if you said they practice a lot, maybe this is something kogeT does on Python. I guess we'll find out. But he's actually going 12 pool into gas, so we will see speed as well.
Man,
so this pretty much perfect counter.
This also I think is like a 2-hatch muta opening. If you want to go for super fast 2-hatch muta, I think it's actually better to go for a 12 pool. And oh wait, what's this drone doing? Wait, he just did a little circle.
Yeah, I think he's trying to hide it, but I mean he's going to see it anyway, right? Yeah, there we go. He sees the 2-hatch coming up.
Oh,
but
man.
The ball is nearly finished. How many Marines is kogeT going to wait for? I think kogeT's actually just going to use this defensively. He's sending his Marines back home rather than at the Zerg. And knowing that there was an early pool, it's probably not worth trying to go in here.
But he didn't make Zerglings, he made drones. Oh my god, he made drones, because the whole point of the pool was to rush for 2-hatch muta. He's gonna get the lair. Look at this. He saved money on Lings to make drones. He was so greedy, he only made 2 Zerglings, and is now getting bunker rushed. And here come the SCVs.
Outside of his vision, and he's only just now seen it, and he doesn't know how many Marines there are either. This could do so much damage. Trutacz may get cheesed out of this tournament.
Wow.
He's pulled all the drones.
Oh, wait.
That is in fact all but one of the drones, but look at this, a nice surround on the Marines, but one gets in the bunker.
Can the second Marine get in the bunker? He's trying to run past. There's only 1 Marine in the bunker. There's very little DPS here.
He's
There's
pulled
2
SCVs.
Lings. Oh god, the SCVs, they need to repair. This SCV's not repairing. He's attacking the SCVs now. The SCVs are under attack. Can he get the second Marine? Into the bunker. There's 1 Zergling left. The bunker falls. The bunker falls. So does the Zergling. 1 Marine left. Is he going to remake the bunker? There's no mining.
Time though. kogeT is in such a good position. He killed a few drones, killed the only Lings that he had, and Trutacz wasn't really mining. And when you're trying to rush for 2-hatch muta, you can't really afford that kind of delay. And it looks like kogeT's actually going to go straight into factory from this, not expanding behind this, going into vultures. And the last thing that Trutacz is going to want to really be building is a sunken colony. So this vulture could end the game if this isn't scouted.
Well, he's going for the ramp. There is an SCV block. Did he actually get close enough? I don't think he got close enough to actually see the factory, because the factory is dangerously close to the ramp to allow it to be scouted. Is he gonna make a creep colony though? I don't see it. You're right. He's not making the creep colony. He's not even mining gas right now. And the thing is, even with the creep colony there, if he's not careful, because of the way the ramp position and the natural position is here, the vulture could potentially just run past it up the ramp. And we do see the first vulture in under construction right now. Interestingly, only one guy on gas, so it seems it's going to be a one-fact expand. No,
Yep,
a starport.
starport.
Wait, but why only one on gas?
It's one fact, one port expand, most likely.
Oh.
Because by the time the starport's done, with one guy on gas, you should have enough for a Wraith. So he should be fine.
That's very interesting. I had no idea.
He's going to try and get his way up the ramp though, but this vulture is worth its weight in gold. All the Marines have fallen, and these Lings are going to scout absolutely everything.
Wow. The last Ling gets into the base, sees the starport. He knows what's coming. There's no sunken still, though. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
He's going Hydras, though. He's going Hydras. He should be fine. He just needs to block the ramp for a little bit with his Lings. But it looks like he's actually going to be a bit aggressive. The thing is, speed Lings can actually catch vultures. Like, without speed, vultures aren't... I mean, they're good against speedlings, but I mean, look at this. He's going to have to micro his little heart out to make his way through this. I mean, there's so many Lings here. One vulture down. Can he get the second one? No, he can't. He's actually just... Oh. I think Trutacz doesn't really know what to do. There's actually no defense in his base, though. He went 2 vultures into machine shop, so there's not even a third vulture.
Oh man, more Lings coming in. Trutacz might go for the Ling win here. I don't know what's upgrading in that machine shop. It looks like the vulture's got 6 kills, but he does get taken down. And 6 Lings, 7 Lings now in the base. 1 Marine gonna get taken down. There's a control tower on this freaking starport that's doing absolutely nothing for kogeT. kogeT pulling all his SCVs off the line to try and save his own life.
Oh, he needs to repair the vulture.
Oh,
okay,
man.
He should be fine now. He should be able to stabilize, but it's going to be hard to actually push out. He does actually have a bunker at the top of his ramp that's going to die immediately to all of these Lings. I think that will be mines coming out of the machine shop, but I think he was going for a very early vulture drop, but I don't think that's going to help him now. He needs to try and defend. A nice little bit of micro, but he's not really being as efficient with his patrol micro as he could be, and 3 Lings still do remain.
The lair
more importantly,
The lair is finished, as well as the hydrogen. Hydrogens are coming out. Are they actually going to turn into lurkers here, is my question. He's moving them to the side a little bit. He could be. I don't know. There's nothing else that the lair is doing right now, but he's running in with the Hydras. He might just win with the Hydras. Vultures do not do very well against Hydras. He wouldn't need lurkers anyway here. And here we go. 5 Hydras coming in to the top of the ramp. Did he make anything?
Wait, mines are not up yet, but if he can get mines and get really lucky, this could change everything. But look how quickly Hydras kill mines. He's going to break up the ramp, pulling the SCVs. I think the Hydras could actually break their way through here.
GG!